I gave Sammie a post-hypnotic suggestion, and that was to transform into Shadow Sammie. Now we're going to actually pause to take a bit of a break. Sammie here actually has to use the washroom, and that's where she is right now. Then we're going to proceed on with deepening that post Sammie. Well, deepening Sammie's level of trance, and then refining the post-hypnotic suggestion that I gave her, and then pairing that post-hypnotic suggestion with, or pairing the hypnotic suggestion with a post-hypnotic trigger, which is a command that I can give to her, will cause that suggestion to activate. So basically, yeah, I hate to say it, this is kind of a pee break for both of us, I guess. So by giving Sammie a chance to actually get more comfortable mid-session, what that does is it actually allows her to go deeper, because it allows her to feel more relaxed. So another thing about it too is I actually have to synchronize with her. So I actually have to basically synchronize my mental state and my physical state to like hers. So yeah, I'm going to step off for a second here and check, see if she's okay. And I am actually going to use the washroom too. And then we'll keep on going with the rest of the session. By the way, thanks a lot for our patrons for supporting this. You guys, I know, are the ones who are most interested in this, especially from the learning hypnosis perspective. So really, really appreciate your guys' support. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So sorry, Sammie, as I was saying before, we purposely paused for a pee break. And yeah, I guess we're kind of keeping it real that way. Play two and sorry, you need some tea or water?
No, I drank too much tea.
Oh. You feel better now?
Oh yeah, it was like cold. Now it's like
cold. Now it feels nice. Well, let's see. Let's put a prop on you for the rest of the session, or should I just make it randomly hypno-prop you? Like, I want to hypno-prop you with one of these or both, and
maybe even more props.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I normally do it when you're acting on a hypnotic trigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what you do then is you frame drop. Do you normally frame drop when I put the prop on you?
Yeah.
Like it's actually like it drops from your memory. Like you can't like remember the moment that I slip this hat or this bunny ears or earmuffs. You do actually remember that?
Do I remember it? Usually not.
Oh, you don't. Okay, but you remember. At what point do you notice the difference?
Like when I don't feel cold anymore. Like, oh, I have like earmuffs. It feels warm.
Like you have earmuffs like it's warm. Okay. Just pause on that thought. And I'm doing this on purpose. So plate 2020 says, congratulations on your 40th live stream. So can you please respond to plate 2020?
Thanks. 40 live streams. How many months is that? Is that like 9 months? Oh yeah. It's like, it's funny how the there's a significance in the number 40. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, 40 weeks.
Is it?
Like that must be like some sort of like mathematical, like, you know, like God stuff, right? Because like the stuff that God does, he completes in like 40 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Is there a movie called The 40 Days?
That's a good point.
It's like there's like fasting for 40 days or having a baby in 40. No, not 40 days, 40 weeks.
Yeah, that's better.
So I don't know what will like birth out of the 40th video.
Now, keep talking about that as I prop you. So just keep on down that chain of thought as I prop you. 40 weeks, baby. What do you mean by that?
40. Well, I don't know. I don't know why it's 40 weeks, and then I don't know what I don't know why in the Bible it says 40 days. Was it like Jesus was in the desert for 40 days, or you know, there's certain like religious practices where you fast for 40 days. Oh yeah, like after you go fasting out of 40 days, there's like a transformation.
Yeah, that's good.
Like a new transformation.
Now,
or cleansing or something.
oh, perfect. Now close your eyes. Transformation, cleansing. Transformation or a cleansing. Now, earlier when I asked you, who was Shadow Sammie? You were confused. You didn't know what I meant by that. You remember that. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. When I reach the number 3, you will transform into your sister. The best that you know of her. And in an honoring way to your sister. In a way that is respectful and loving to your sister. In a way that is caring to your sister. You will transform into her. When I say, become Shadow Sammie. Do you understand, Sammie?
Yes.
Sammie, do you feel comfortable saying your sister's name on our stream, or would you like to give her a separate name, a different name?
Different name.
Different name. You're now a girl who's just like your sister. What is her name?
Lisa.
Lisa. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. When I reach the number 3, anytime I say to you, become Shadow Sammie, you become Lisa. Do you understand, Sammie?
Yes.
Waking on 3 as Sammie. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Okay. I think you know what we're doing with this exercise because you read my mind.
What exercise?
Well, I gave you a hypnotic trigger just now. Do you remember what it was?
Shadow Sammie.
Right. So what's supposed to happen when I ask you to become Shadow Sammie?
The opposite of myself.
The opposite of yourself. Who is?
My sister.
Your sister. And what's the name of the girl who's exactly like your sister? Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Lisa.
You're Lisa. Well, it's nice to meet you, Lisa. Please tell me something about yourself.
I work full time.
You work full time? Okay.
Yeah. I work full time in an architect firm, and I'm single.
Oh, you're single.
I live on my own in my own apartment, and I'm basically a career woman.
You're a career woman.
Yeah.
And well, can you tell me a little bit about your family, Lisa?
Well, I have an older sister, and my mom and my dad.
Older sister, your mom, your dad. Okay. How long have you been working for?
I've been working for 5 years.
Have you been working for 5 years?
Yeah.
So you work for an architecture firm. Does that mean did you go to do you have a are you an architect or?
Yeah, I have a bachelor's in environmental design, which is basically architecture school.
Oh, you have a master's in environmental design. So in architecture.
Oh, I have a bachelor's in art, and then a master's in environmental design.
Oh, so you have a bachelor's in arts and a master's in environmental design.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're an architect.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a pretty interesting background, Lisa. So, single. Wow, that's hard to believe. Why is that? I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be weird, but if you don't seem like the kind of girl who have you don't seem like the kind of girl who would find it hard to.
And my friends, so I have not found anybody yet.
Oh.
And yeah, maybe I'm like a bit socially awkward, so guys guys are like turned off by that. Maybe I don't have time to find anybody. I'm really focused on climbing the ranks in my company.
Oh, well, climbing the ranks in your company. What do you mean by that?
Well, I want to be like a partner in the firm so that I can make more money, and so that I can pay off my loans and hopefully buy a house sometime in the future.
Oh, but you're single though. Why wouldn't it be easier to do that? Wouldn't it be easier to do all those things if you were married?
Well, we don't know if the guy will, run off with your money or something like that. So my parents always told me to just rely on your own abilities to earn things in life. So it's like a Chinese phrase. Like in Chinese, they say like "kao zi," which means just rely on yourself and nobody else, because you never know if they will screw you over and run off with everything. So I'd rather build it up all on my own.
It's that's kind of strikes me as an odd way of thinking of things, but I don't know. I don't know if you could say I'm a bit old-fashioned or conservative, but yeah, that seems, I don't know, that seems kind of strange to me. You know, I don't know. I don't mean to offend you or anything.
Well,
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think the PC term for this. Um, I'm not very woke, and I don't know what to say. What should I say right now?
um, well, anything that a man can do, a woman can do. So
Anything a man can do, a woman can do.
yeah, if you can buy a house, so can a woman.
If you can buy a house, so can a woman. Like, what do you mean? Like a man? Like me? Like a man?
Well, there's so many single women that own houses, so it's not impossible. It's not impossible to do that, and it's so much easier when you're living off on your own. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to like worry about who to cook for and who to take care of. You just do your own thing.
But then who will take care of you then if something bad happens?
I have friends and relatives, and there's like insurance for that, like workers' insurance. If I like, slip and fall, so it's fine. It's no big deal.
But then
Nothing bad's gonna happen.
I'm kind of confused by that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend. Okay, microaggression. I'm sorry. I'm trying to check my trigger warnings here. Um, well, Lisa, what do you think? What do you think of hypnosis?
Um, isn't that something that like guys use to like pick up girls and like and like make them do things?
Yeah. Well, some people think that's what it is, but
Yeah, it's like that guy on YouTube, like his name starts with a Z or something. But yeah,
yeah, he's a famous station. Yeah,
it's like a magic show. Like
it's a magic show.
it's all fake.
It's all fake. Do you think you can be hypnotized?
Mm, no,
No. Are you sure?
yeah, pretty sure.
Pretty sure. Well, then what would happen then if I snap my fingers and said sleep? Now in a moment I'm going to count 3. When I reach the number 3, you're going to be wide awake, and you're going to be Sammie. As a Sammie, you will not remember what happened when you were Lisa, when you were Shadow Sammie. You will frame drop everything from when you were given the command, become Shadow Sammie. You'll frame drop everything, and all you'll remember were the rocks, the water, looking out into the ocean and seeing a sunset. That's the only thing you'll remember. Waking when I reach number 3. And any time I say, become Shadow Sammie, you instantly switch to Lisa, who doesn't know anything about Sammie. And any time I say, become Sammie, you become Sammie, who knows absolutely nothing about Lisa. Waking on 3. As Sammie, 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes slowly. Take a deep breath in. Relax. Okay, so put my phone and I asked you to remember this moment. When I said to you, yeah, we're in the first minute of the induction. Do you remember me doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember looking at the screen on my phone. Okay. You saw a number. What number did you see?
20.
You saw the number 20. So you saw 002000 flickering on my screen.
Yeah.
You saw 002000 flickering on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you were to imagine that number was counting up this whole time, and then that number now says the current time, what number do you see?
13.
300000. 300000. That's what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it feels as if half an hour has passed since we started.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Do you remember the post-hypnotic command that I gave you?
Yeah.
What was it?
Shadow Sammie.
Shadow Sammie. Do you remember what you did as Shadow Sammie?
No.
No. Become Shadow Sammie. So, do you believe me now that you can be hypnotized?
No. How did you do it?
Did you just notice something different? Like, I gave you a post-hypnotic command. And then something happened. Did you notice something strange happen between then and now?
No.
No? What were we just talking about then?
You're talking about if I have a boyfriend and for my job.
Remember how you felt? Do you remember how you felt? Sorry, remember when I was talking to you about what you felt or what you thought about hypnosis?
Yeah. I think it's like hocus pocus.
You think it's hypnosis is hocus pocus?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you can be hypnotized?
No.
No. What would I have to do to convince you that you can be hypnotized?
I don't know. Make me like cluck like a chicken.
You cluck like a chicken. Become Sammie. Okay. So, how frame droppy has this felt for you so far?
Pretty droppy.
Pretty droppy. Okay. Do you remember what happens every time I give you a post-hypnotic trigger?
Fall asleep.
You fall asleep?
Yeah.
fall asleep. Do you remember when I gave you the command to switch into another person? Do you remember that command?
Yeah.
Who is it that you switched to when I gave you that command?
Shadow Sammie.
You switch and become Shadow Sammie. So someone on the Twitch stream asked something about, someone on the stream asked about something that Shadow Sammie. He asked a question for Shadow Sammie, and I can't see the comment. So, do you remember? And for whoever wrote the comment, can you write it again, please? Because I can't see it. But Sammie, do you remember what Shadow Sammie felt about hypnosis? What he thinks it will take to make her believe that she's hypnotized. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah.
What was it?
She said, cluck like chicken.
Great. Become Shadow Sammie. So what happens when I snap my fingers and say, cluck like a chicken?
Cluck, 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 cluck.
And when I say, release and return to normal. So what do you think of hypnosis now then?
It's pretty real.
You think it's pretty real? You sure?
Yeah.
Just a moment ago, you said that it was like hocus pocus magic, nonsense. Was it real? You remember saying that?
Yeah.
And now you think it's real. Okay. Well, Lisa, I said something. I said something to Sammie before I transformed her. Do you remember what it was that I said to her? It's pretty interesting.
No.
No? Very good, Lisa. So you don't remember what I said to you before? You don't remember what I said to Sammie before I transformed her into Lisa? Into you?
No, I don't remember.
No. Now, Lisa, I want you now to I'm trying to hypnotize you right now, but I'm stumbling. So, brother, sister?
I have an older sister.
Well, you have an older sister. I want you to think, if you could make your older sister do something, if you could make your older sister do something that would make her laugh, what would that be?
If I could do something, make my older sister laugh. Tickle her.
Tickle her? Tickle her. That would make her laugh.
Yeah. She's ticklish.
She's ticklish. What else is, can you tell me something else about your sister then?
My older sister. She's pretty conservative, like family oriented, and she doesn't have as many friends as I do because she's at home all the time cooking or doing housework. But I'm more like what do you call that? Something like that goes out a lot. What is that? I don't know what the term is.
Well, here's something interesting. I gave your sister a hypnotic command that works on you too.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think of that?
That's weird.
It's weird. Like, so then what do you think will happen when I snap my fingers and say, become Lisa Doll?
Hi, I'm Lisa Doll. Thank you.
Are you a hypnotized doll right now?
Yes, I am.
Now say, I am a hypnotized doll.
I am a hypnotized doll.
Now say it 3 times.
I am a hypnotized doll. I am a hypnotized doll. I am a hypnotized doll.
Now, I want you to just pose like this, Lisa Doll. Good. Now roll your eyes to the top of your head. Say 3 times, I am deeply hypnotized.
I am deeply hypnotized. I am deeply hypnotized. I am deeply hypnotized.
Switch. Hi. So, do you notice something a bit different happened there?
No.
No? Okay. Well, what do you think of hypnosis?
It's weird.
It's weird. Why?
Because I still don't understand it.
It's weird because you still don't understand it. How do you feel about the fact that you're hypnotized right now?
Interesting. I still don't think it's it's real.
Still don't think it's real. Well, even though I've been hypnotizing you and giving you hypnotic commands and making you do silly things.
Yeah.
Still don't think it's real.
It's kind of, I don't know why I'm doing it, but
You don't know why you're doing it, but
I do it.
you do it.
It just comes to me.
It just comes to you. It just comes to you. Who do you obey?
I obey you, Master.
It just comes to you.
Yeah.
It just comes to you when I ask you to stand up and salute. It just comes to you when I say, making a ego face. It just comes to you when I say, sit down and watch the screen. It just comes to you. When I say, become Sammie. Okay. And what do you feel about hypnosis?
You can do a lot with it.
You can do a lot with it. Like what kind of things can you do with it?
Like you can reprogram your thoughts, your habits, in your mind.
You can reprogram your thoughts, your habits, and your mind. And what do you think about that?
I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool.
It's pretty powerful stuff.
Pretty powerful stuff. Do you think that hypnotic commands just come to you when I give them to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
So anytime I say to you, anytime it just comes to you when I say mind blank, it just comes to you. What are you thinking right now? It just comes to you. It just comes to you. It just comes to you when I say switch to Chinese. And what do you think of hypnosis?
Go on.好有興趣，好有興趣睇。
Sorry, I don't speak Chinese. Can you describe how it just comes to you?
It's pretty cool, and it's neat to watch.
So it just comes to you when I say, become Shadow Sammie. So I've really deeply hypnotized you. How do you feel, or how does it feel to be very deeply hypnotized like this?
Like nothing.
Like nothing?
It's probably not real.
It's probably not real. Do you think that you're trying to, are you trying to stop me from hypnotizing you?
Well, I don't think you can hypnotize me in the first place, so I don't think you can. I don't think it works.
Even though I've made you do things that you said would make you believe that it was real, you still don't believe me.
Yeah.
Because even when I ask you to cluck like a chicken, you still don't. You still don't believe me. And who are you?
I'm Lisa.
You're Lisa.
Yeah.
Well, you still don't believe me that hypnosis is real?
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is? And is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable, Lisa?
No. I think I'll just go home now.
Okay.
I've had I've had um I've had a lot of fun here, and thanks for reminding me over. But I really gotta go because I have some friends that I have to meet up with, so I don't want to be late.
It was really nice meeting you, Lisa. I look forward to hypnotizing you again. Is that okay with you?
Okay, sure, if you want.
Okay. Become Sammie. Okay, so how frame droppy has this been for you so far?
Feels like half an hour passed.
Feels like half an hour has passed. Okay, good. Whoa, what happened there? You're all fuzzy. We introduced a new character to our live stream session, our live stream series channel tonight. So Sammie has had many hypnotic characters over the course of this channel. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of the characters from the past that you've given to you under hypnosis?
Sammie Doll, Sammie Robot. Um, Freeze. Mm-hmm. And the age regress to one of my kids, and oh, be a cat, Sammie cat, and oh yeah, one of my favorites, Mommy Nearest. I think we've only done this one like once. It was Sammie the Prude. Sammie the Nurse. Oh. That's all I can remember.
That's all you can remember. That's good. This new this new character that we gave to you, she wants to go home now, and we'll grant her that luxury. Earlier on, I said to you that you read my mind about something. You remember when I said that?
No.
No. You read my mind about something with the name of this new hypnotic character.
Oh, really?
You read my mind.
It's funny. Must be like telekinesis. Is that what mind reading is?
Yes. No, not quite. But my inner nerd is, I can't activate my inner nerd right now, so I don't know. Play 2 or 2. I don't think we can do that command right now. the next time we introduce Shadow Sammie, we'll do it then. Sammie, do you remember, or what did it feel like to become Shadow Sammie?
I felt like I was all the time that I was like with my sister.
Right. What was her name?
Lisa.
Good. We're going to get some comments on Twitch to break Sammie's trance, but we're going to bring Lisa back as a recurring character. So we've just created a new hypnotic character. And we're going to develop the character, or develop Lisa. We're going to develop Lisa over the course of the next several live streams. So, Sammie, how do you feel about that?
Indifferent.
Indifferent? Confused?
I guess I have to call up my sister.
Yeah, maybe you have to call up your sister. I'm going to try to wrap up with 2 more parts to the session. One part was a patron request, and one part will be an offline clip that I film on cam 1 over here and cam 2 over here. And that's will be a clip that I'll upload onto the patron site. Is that all right, Sam?
Yeah.
All right. 2 things before we wrap up. First is the patron request. And the second one will be what Play 202 is asking part 3 is going to be about. There will be a part 3. We'll see where it goes. Who are you right now?
I'm Sammie.
You're Sammie. Transformed a bit back and forth between Sammie and Lisa tonight. I want you to focus on how you felt when you were Lisa. How did you feel when you were Lisa?
Kind of like scared.
Kind of scared? And then how did you feel when you were Sammie?
Well, that's how I feel now. Sammie.
You feel scared?
Right now, no. I just feel like sleepy all the time because I want to take naps all day long.
I want to try one thing before we go off to the next scene. Okay, offline on Twitch. This was a request from someone. Oh, don't bump the camera. Or bump the other camera. 3, 2, almost 1, and Twitch stream is dead. Maybe.
There's no more batteries.
No, there is. So, YouTube stream. Play tutor. I don't know if you're still there. Jack, I know you asked about this. Okay. So, I don't know if I can see myself here. Let's see. No, I can't see myself. I don't have myself in frame here. I'm going to totally butcher this.
Oh, like on YouTube?
Yeah.
Livestream?
So, got here. See, what do you see?
Berries.
So, you can see it. Berries. What do you see in there? What type of berries?
Raspberry, blueberry, and a strawberry.
Raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. So that's what you see. Look at me. Sleep. Sleep. Now, picture that plate of fruit. Picture the raspberries. Picture the blueberries. Picture the strawberries. Now picture yourself holding the plate in your left hand now. Hold the plate in your left hand and look at it in your mind. Look at that plate of fruit. Look at the raspberries, the blueberries, the strawberries. What do you see?
Raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries.
Raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. They all look delicious. They all look so sweet. Plump, ripe, juicy. Now in a moment I'm going to count to 3. When I reach number 3, I want you to open your eyes and look at your hand. So what do you have in your hand right now?
Plate of fruit.
Plate of fruit. Which one is your favorite?
I like raspberries.
Like raspberries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, pick one of the raspberries. Okay. What does it look like to you?
A raspberry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it a good raspberry? Is it a moldy raspberry? Is it fresh? Is it wet? Is it?
It's a really big raspberry.
It's a really big raspberry. Okay.
Yeah. I just bought it today.
You bought it today. Okay. Now I want you to notice how the more you look at it, the more you want it. The more juicy and delicious it looks.
Mm.
Juicy and delicious raspberry. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now find yourself wanting it so bad, wanting to eat it so bad, but find yourself not able to, wanting it so bad, wanting to eat that juicy raspberry. Find yourself not able to, but wanting it even more. Not yet. Wanting it even more, but not able to. Now in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and when I reach number 3, find yourself biting into it, and it being the most delicious raspberry in the world. You feel so good as you bite into it. 1, 2, 3. Bite into that raspberry now.
So juicy.
So juicy.
Yeah. It's like the juiciest raspberry I've ever tasted.
Juiciest raspberry you've ever tasted. Yeah, no, I want to.
So good.
Okay, now look into my eyes. Sleep. the live stream to film the third part. Before we do, we're going to have some fruit. Every fruit that I give you is a raspberry. It's the most delicious, most juicy raspberry in the world. Every one that you eat, every one that I give you is a raspberry. Do you understand, Sammie?
Yes.
Waking on 3. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Okay, quick test of something. Is that comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sammie, in a moment, I'm going to count to 3. When I reach the number 3, I just want you to take off the mask and wake up and return to your normal self. 1, 2, 3. Wake up.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
How did that feel?
Having a nap.
Having a nap?
Mm.
Okay. If I did this right, you experienced a dream. You experienced a dream where you transitioned between something. You went from one to the other.
Yeah.
And one to another. And one to another. Then you became both at the same time. Do you remember that?
Sort of.
Sort of. That's how I remembered it. I might be wrong. At the very end of the dream, we did something. What was it?
Eat some fruit.
Some fruit. What fruits did I give you?
Raspberry.
gave you raspberries. Every fruit I gave you was a raspberry.
Yeah.
Tasted like a raspberry.
Yeah.
How did it feel to eat that raspberry?
It was really good. It was really sweet.
And how do you feel right now?
Good.
Good. Okay. This is going to be the second part of the stream. I'm going to move on to the third part now. Sammie, can you thank Jack to play tour for?
I hope you enjoyed it.
Could you guys please message me on Patreon about how we're going to develop the character of Lisa for our next streams? I'm going to close off the YouTube stream. I'm going to do a short video that will take 5 minutes. Then Sammie's going to cut her soaps and wind down the night with me. Do you understand, Sammie?
Yes.
Because everyone on the stream, I hope enjoyed that. Everyone who watched afterwards, I hope that all made sense. Thanks a lot for watching. Play tour. Bye. Don't forget to post videos on the website. Thank you for reminding me. I'm so far behind, but I'll get them up. Please keep reminding me and messaging me on Patreon as well. Thanks, Baituro. Really appreciate you, your help. Actually, you're actually helping me. Hypnotized Sammie. So, okay, closing off the YouTube stream in 3, 2, 1.